Hundreds of thousands of Michiganders will be getting access to high-speed internet. It's all through a new federal infrastructure funding.
13 on your side's Carla Byron joins us now from the newsroom. And Carla, how much money will our state get to expand affordable high-speed internet access?
Kirk, Juliet, the state is set to get more than $1.5 billion through the Broadband Equity, Access, and Deployment, or BEAD program, the fourth highest grant funding in the nation. The President Biden administration announced more than $40 billion to connect households and small businesses in underserved areas to affordable and reliable high-speed internet.
I think most people assume that most everybody else has it, but it's just really not true. There are 8.4 million locations and 24 million Americans that don't have access to the internet, and then more that can't afford it.
Michigan is set to get more than $1.5 billion through the Broadband Equity, Access, and Deployment, or BEAD program, the fourth highest grant funding in the nation. Governor Gretchen Whitmer called the historic funding a game-changing investment. In a statement in part, she says today's win will expand economic opportunity for Michiganders and build on the over $700 million in high-speed internet federal funding we have leveraged and $249 million we invested with the bipartisan Building Michigan Together plan last year. President Biden's senior advisor says this funding will help grow the economy.
About economic growth. It's also about bridging the digital divide, making sure that everybody has the same access to knowledge, because as you know, access to knowledge is the great equalizer. And so the President Biden, basically made this commitment, and he's honoring that commitment today with the largest investment.
The Michigan High-Speed Internet Office will be in charge of creating a 5-year action plan to implement the funds. Then they'll outline a process for those areas in need of broadband to apply for the funding. The state will begin deploying the BEAD program funds mid to late 2024.